Finish setting the table for you once they start eating, if you will. The gate is down. Here we go, 125 action. They are flying right at us from the inside. Looks like going to be a KTM rider, perhaps.
Yeah, that's the 47 of Kenyon Ortiz getting that whole shot, and he went down. He went down the inside line.
Kenyon Ortiz. It's no longer Kenyon Ortiz.
So who we got coming out? It's another KTM swinging to the outside right here and trying to get a number on him as he comes into view. That looks to be the 83 machine.
That is going to be Makai Ulrich out of Arizona as we roll into the 10 Commandments. And Makai, the stage is yours, bud. Can you hold on to it longer than our first guy? He had it for about 11 seconds.
Working his way towards Storyland now. Got a host of riders stacked up behind him here. Like you said, we head back to Storyland now. Had a couple riders actually go down coming out of the second corner, it looks like, as well. A few riders further back after our whole shot winner went down.
We'll jump back into setting the table for you, Kellen, if you want to finish out who we got.
Yeah, so we're rolling off of the 35 of Brady Karalevitz. We got the 42 of Dawson Baker, 45 of Randy Vetter, and then our whole shot winner, the 47 of Kenyon Ortiz, the 48 of Leland Pfeiffer, the 50 of Ricardo Chico, the 51 of Bo Reed, the 52 of Zane Meyring, the 53 of Elijah Marsh, the 54 of Brody Fry. And Kevin, over to you.
Yeah, we're going to have the number 55. It's going to be Dondre Roos. 56 is Jack Mabe. 57, Cole Coker. 60 is Blake Lisby. 61, Cohen Martin Ryder. Bednar on the 65 machine. Best name in the game, it's Johnny Cash Webb. Number 66, Logan Hecker. 68, Ben Thompson. 72, Jesse R2. 75, Gannon Lawson. 76, Wyatt Larson. 78, Travis Tucker. Number 79, Jake Niederhauser. Number 82, Makai Ulrich, who was in the lead there for a moment. Jamison Warren on the 85, Noah Swanson 88, Kyler Haggerton 91, Tucker Zimmerman 94, and number 99 is Braxton Williamson. That is your field here in this always competitive, always fun, always nervous, the nervous novices, if you will, the 125 C class. I'm glad they still have this class. Like, they didn't get rid of it. We didn't go to 254 strokes. We didn't do that.
No.
Kept it honest.
Yeah, we're keeping these 2 strokes out here, and they're still ripping as Makai Ulrich is leading this one early on, brings us through the first lap. Dondre Roos up in that 2 spot on that gas with Gannon Lawson rounding out our top 3 on the KTM, the 76 machine. So Ulrich pulling up a little bit of a gap now over Roos, so he's been able to put a little bit of time on this first lap on the rest of the field. And actually, we got a battle for second brewing here. It's Lawson sneaking up around the outside as we head into the Commandments behind Roos and trying to see who gets the drive as we head now back to Storyland. Roos just holding on to that 2 spot as Ulrich out front continues to just sneak away with that early lead.
Yeah, Ulrich taking great advantage of all the battles behind him. You can have all that. Look at that, with 3 motos into this thing, and it looks like a slot car track as they work their way back. That is the official Storyland. Not quite Storyland once they get out of these 10 Commandments. Once they go away from us, that's when the real story begins. And Ulrich is writing his own story. He's going to be credited with leading 2 laps.
Yeah, he's put some time already on Roos here. 3.4 seconds after that first lap.
Wes Kane enjoying a fresh hot dog, not even cooked, just a raw piece of meat. Well, it looks delicious, man. I don't know. You got that iron gut. Makes sense. Got a little battle, like you said, brewing back there in the number 2 spot. Roos, Lawson, Soriani for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The lap times are all over the place. You know, those first few laps, guys haven't really settled in. They're trying to pass guys. They don't really have a pace yet. So this guy has a pace because he's able to choose whatever line he wants. It's Makai Ulrich, and that kid just tried to huck this jump here on the 125. I just heard the panic rev. It's like
he's using a lot of these outside lines as well, too. He's going out there. He's keeping the momentum up on the 125, which is always critical on these machines, as we know. And, yeah, definitely opening up that gap. Looks like he just put himself in another really solid lap there, going at a 2:02.8 that time by, and extending his lead as this battle for second continues to tighten up. Roos he's got it 6.1 seconds back, but like you said, Lawson, Serrani, Katia, they're all moving up behind. We're turning into a little bit of a 4-rider battle as we come down by the mechanics area here. And through our first sequence of corners, Roos was getting caught, but actually he's starting to kind of sneak back away now from Lawson there. And Lawson instead is being caught from behind. We got a little battle for 3rd kind of brewing between 3 different riders.
Leader with that 2:02. Everybody else 5s, 2:06 7s. So that's the advantage of having a clear track. You get to choose all the great lines. You're not in some weird line trying to fight somebody off. And he is slowly and surely pulling away from these guys. He now points that motorcycle towards Storyland. And there's the battle on your TV screen. We are watching the number 22. That's Alexander Geisha. Can you go with
Geisha, maybe?
Geisha. I'm going to go with Geisha.
Oh, rider down on the inside. That was, I believe, our 4th place rider, Serrani, who just tucked that front end. And he's going to pick it up now and lose several positions as Gatia looks like he moved into the 4th spot, bringing Randy Vetter with him now up into the top 5. And finally, just getting going there is Serrani.
Look at the ages. Like, there's a bunch of 14-year-olds out here. There's like a slew of 14s. Those kids could be on Super Minis for another 2 years, and they're out here racing with the boys that are driving to school, juniors in high school.
Even more than that, we have a couple of 18, 17-year-olds there. We're quite an age range here in this class. No question about it, like you're saying.
Kellen, check out the battle on the TV screen side by side. We might have a pass.
Whoa.
Lawson now really starting to put the pressure on Roos. Getting some roost, if you will, as they work their way around the big Thor sweeper. And I think it's inevitable. He is coming.
Well, he tried that outside. Couldn't quite make it work, and to go outside here.
He's still working that outside line right on the screen. The crowd is loving it. Kind of lost a little bit of time there. And good news for Ulrich. He's like, cool, you guys do that. I'm going to just scoot on out. You guys battle. That's cool.
Yeah, he just laid out another 2:04.1 himself out front. Extends that lead out to 8.8 seconds for Makai Ulrich, our leader on the 83. Just sneaking away, no pressure from behind. And it's all this battle for this second spot between Ruse and Lawson. And Lawson, like you said, he caught him. He went a little faster that last time by, 2:05.7 to a 2:06.8 out of Dondre Roos in that 2 spot. But Roos keeps responding.
Looking at the lap times, I'm waiting for a guy to start really jumping up. Like, you know, there's some guys that can run that 2:04.5. They just got a bad start. So I'm looking for those guys to start slowly creeping up. And you're seeing the green. That means on our screen, these guys are moving up and having faster laps than the one before. So maybe we'll see some cream rise to the crop by the end of this moto. And fitness is usually a big deal for the C-Class, so that'll play in here as we get deeper into the moto. Who's going to make all the mistakes?
Well, we might even see Enzo Sorani, who was in that the 4 spot early on there, start moving his way back up. Just did a 2:28 last time because of that crash, but maybe he could sneak his way back into the top 10. But you are seeing quite a bit of separation. Top guys, 2:04s, 2:05s, 2:06s, and then pretty quickly into the 2:11s and beyond behind that.
Check out 6th place rider Osvaldo Neto. In a sea of 2:10s, 2:11s, he is in 6th with a 2:08. So that's one of the riders, number 27, that could be creeping up. And there's Gannon Lawson again. He was right on the bumper of Roos. Made some mistakes and fell off the pace a little bit. Now he's trying to fight right back up to that number 55. You see him on the screen. They're sharing the same lines.
Yeah, noticing a lot of inside moves for Ruse. He's trying to defend those lines and not let Lawson tighten up the track a little bit, get closer. So Ruse has done a pretty good job, it seems, of whenever Lawson gets to him, he responds and starts opening that gap up just a little bit. Almost seems like Lawson's maybe better in the second half of the track and catches him as we get down to this finish line around the Polyspart Pond. And then Roos opens it back up as we go through the mechanics area and beyond that. So
I think it was just a straight up mistake. He made a mistake over the tunnel jump earlier and lost a little bit of time. Now he spent a whole lap trying to reel that dude back in. Jumping over the guy on the golf cart, that was cool. Still part of the obstacles here. There. The big Hollywood Walk of Fame billboard there. Maybe you might see your face on it at some point, Kellen. 10 straight years of announcing, they put your face up there. Right by the mechanics area, I don't even think they look over there. It's so rough. I see guys, I'm like, man, they can't even see you because it's so sketchy trying to even look over there and stay in the rut.
Yeah, well, absolutely. This track already looks like it's getting chewed up pretty good. I mean, there's some deep ruts in a few of these U-turns and definitely heading towards Story Lane in the back. We can see ruts from up here in the tower. They are massive early in the day here. Oh, Lawson nearly tucking the front end as they head into the Commandments.
Check out Neto. You remember our guy? We were talking about him. He's up to 5th now with a 2:06. So the rider number 27 is coming. He's going to be just behind the battle you see on the screen there with the 76 of Geta. Neto is coming.
Yeah, we have Gatia, like you said.
That. This guy's missing half his motorcycle. It's already for sale on eBay. That's the number 47.
That was our Whole Shot Award winner there on the 47 right there.
So he's going to be heading right over to KTM. Say, can you put a rear bumper on the back of my bike here? It is completely missing a seat, maybe a subframe. So Makai Ulrich, Jason Wygant gets the.
I like it, man. Every 2 motos, we're tagging in new announcers.
Hop on in, man.
Yep, we got the 42 best announcers in the country up in this tower.
We got the best water truck driver, the best dozer operator, the best subpar announcers we could scratch up in the tri-state area.
Kellen snuck in. He went 7.78 in his motos, and that was just enough to announce his way in and get into this tower. It's the largest tower we ever worked out of, and the largest staff we ever had.
We got backups. If something were to happen, Kellen goes down. He's battling the bird flu or whatever. There it is.
He is right now.
He's battling bird flu. We got understudies that could hop right in here. We could call Rodney if we had to. We call the closer.
He's here.
We pull the righty. Out of the bullpen.
He's studying the script. He's memorizing his lines. He's ready.
There's our leader, man. He is absolutely ready. This guy has been money. Another 207.
Makai
Ulrich, yeah.
Wow.
Second off the start, took advantage of that early crash
showing you
from our Whole Shot Award winner.
With him in our second place rider. There's Makai by the mechanics area. Doesn't even look over. He knows I'm in first. That's all I need to know. Roos with a 206 now. Now the lap time. Now his fitness coming into play now. Makai slowing down just a bit, but he's got a 9-second lead, man. He can manage that.
I believe we do 15-minute motos here for our 125C class. So this one's actually wrapping up pretty quick with the 83 Makai headed into the 10 Commandments. DeAndre Roos and Gannon Lawson. That'll be your battle behind for second and third. I'm telling you what, Makai making a name for himself right now in the C class. Oh, that's so tough.
Yeah, 125 class too. Always like that, man.
Yeah.
You got to really know how to ride a motorcycle. You can't just get yourself out of trouble with a little bit of throttle. These dudes got to really ride smooth. Pick the right lines. You lose all that momentum as we continue to follow our leader, Makai Ulrich, sticking it in that deep rut. That doesn't just happen right there. That's years of riding a dirt bike right there. I used to avoid
C-class, bro.
I know.
C-class.
I know you can't have raced here before, but you can have ridden for years.
Yeah, and he's from Arizona. Like handling, I mean, this terrain is about as far removed.
Arizona is known for their deep ruts.
Yes. The sandy soil and the humidity of Arizona.
All the sandy soil, perhaps. You know,
and some spots.
Desert riding in there. He looks pretty good in spots.
Yeah, so he's kind of going against the odds or the grain here in terms of.
Look at that, standing up. He's going for it. And the entrance to that.
Kick the old knee out with
chicken legs there. I saw
that. He can do what he wants. He's leading around the big beach there. I think he might grab that white flag. The 2-lap board is actually coming out. We can actually see it now, Weege.
It's amazing. Yes, we used to work at the announcer's tower, the finish line, but we couldn't actually see the finish line, even though we were standing at the finish line.
We were 1 foot away from that and could not see any of that.
So Makai Ulrich, 2 to go. I'll head down to the podium. Dandre? We're going to find out. DeAndre? Dandre, all right.
DeAndre, yeah.
Dandre Roos second, and Gannon Lawson is third right now with 2 to go.
Hey, where's our whole shot? He's got his bike is destroyed. The guy that got the whole shot, he's missing
Kenyon Ortiz.
Watch him when he comes up there. His bike is mangled. He's probably going to go, hey, man, I need to go to KTM and get Barry Higgins on this. Give me some parts.
He's going to be rolling right here through the midsection of the track towards the Polysport Pond.
Number 87, is that who it was? There he is. This guy right here is missing half the motorcycle. He did a nice front flip. He had the whole shot for 11 seconds. So as we follow along with the 55 of Roos, now we're going to pick back up with our leader, the 83 of Makai Ulrich, skimming through those 10 commandments. Skipped a couple of them. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. He read 5 commandments. There's our second place rider, Roos. He's kind of settled in. He's not getting too much pressure now from the 76. They've all kind of spread out now. They're like, we're done. We're done with all that.
Well, just after Ulrich ran a lap that was a little bit slower than Roos in second, he picked it back up, went to the 2:05.888, and extended that lead out again to over 10 seconds. We're seeing a little bit of switching around going on down the order. Your guy Nito there, that was almost up into the top 5, just ran a 2:23 and fell behind Cole Coker, who moved up into the 5 spot. A couple of other positions shuffling around as we see veteran Lisby change spots in the 8 and 9 positions. Right now, it looks like that top 3 is pretty much set in stone as we work our way towards that final lap.
And like we say, the first motos, the way you are put on the gate is random. You draw for a spoon or whatever they do down there. It's not like you did lap times to get the fastest guys to get best gate pick. So what you'll see in the second, third moto are the guys that should be up front early. They will have a good gate pick by virtue of finishing top 10 in their moto. It'll help as we go on. So you see some wild cards in these early ones for sure.
We'll have to see if the 47 of Kenyon Ortiz, I should say, is able to rip or start from the outside this next time that they go out there.
Well, we have to see if he can get parts for that bike. That's,
absolutely.
He's going to probably call Rocky Mountain and get that stuff on the way. Davey Coombs will handle the boxes for him because he's been working as the postmaster over there. 1 lap to go. There he is. White flag. That's an amazing feeling. My first trip here was with my brother. It was in the C class. It was us against the world, and he got a 5th One Moto, and dude, I can't imagine what this feels like right here. To look over, your dad just threw out the pit board. It's like, you did it, man. 10 seconds, you're going to win a Moto at Loretta Lynn. You can't take that away from you. That's dope.
Absolutely not. You go back to the truck feeling real good. The high fives feel real nice.
All your boys are trying to text you, but you have no cell service, so you're going to get 4 million texts as soon as you get out to the interstate. Hey, man, I saw you on there. Great job. If they're even up in Arizona. I'm not sure. I bet they got up for this guy. There's our second place rider, DeAndre Ruse. Solid, man. You don't normally see the C class like they just settled in. That's the way they first, second, third. That's the way they're going to finish.
Yeah, we thought we were going to see that battle with Lawson closing up on Ruse in the 2 spot, and then Ruse just slowly pulled back away. Like you said, it was very solid performance by all 3 of our riders up there to just kind of settle in and find their pace. And now we're seeing this final lap working through with Ulrich heading into Storyland one more time.
It was good for a moment. I liked his gear ensemble. He went black with blue boots. That's an interesting choice.
Maybe he's a Chase Sexton fan.
He is that guy. That's a good point. There it is. We're back. I found out last night, Joe Shimoda, white glove only. He says, I will not race in anything but white gloves. In fact, Joe Shimoda, we had him on our Fox radio show, Radio Fox, last night, and he was talking about the new gear he designed that you will see debuted on some riders. It's all white with a little bit of yellow. He goes, I got to go back and forth with the Fox designers, and I got to design that. But hey, let's talk about this guy. He has designs of a national championship. He is just moments away from gold, that first Moto gold. What a feeling for Makai Ulrich. I believe he's from Arizona, is that correct? And he's well on his way. He's right beside us. He just gave you the salute, Kellen Brower. He goes, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. I've got some lappers to tend to. Out of the way, boys. And the checker flag is mine. If you want to slow down, I'll save a lap and we can save you some gas. Your dad will be happy because Makai Ulrich is going to do it. The left hand, he's got one more obstacle. That's it. How about that, Kellen Brower, Makai Ulrich?
Absolutely. Over the line. Makai Ulrich taking the win here, 125C, Moto number 1 out of Waddell, Arizona. Great to see that performance for him there. And we see DeAndre Ruse cross the line in the 2 spot just now. So he's able to just hold on ahead of Gannon Lawson, completing our top 3 riders right there as they cross the line.
And the hits keep on coming. We're going to put some little dudes on the racetrack here. Some nervous little guys here. What do we got next? What's our 3rd Moto, 4th Moto?
85cc 10 to 12 coming up. That's going to be race 4.
There is the bike. He won the Moto, the number 83 of Ulrich. Unfortunately, he has to talk to Jason Wygant. That's just part of the process, but just it's worth it to get your gold medal, dude. Just deal with that. You have to do it. You have to do that. 85, 10 to 11. So we got the 85, 10 to whatever's. Here comes Jason Wygant. Did not pay for those glasses, I guarantee that.
Whoa. We're usually
and Jason Wygant, we're going to send it down to you, man.
Yeah, and I took a guess on the pronunciation, and we were right. Makai Ulrich is your Moto winner. Bro, you were ripping. It sounds and looks so good in the 125. Did you feel that good?
Yeah, feel pretty dang good.
Yeah. What were your expectations coming in? I mean, were you thinking podiums and gold medals?
Yeah, we've been working our butt off all summer, so that was the expectation.
Yeah. What's it feel like when you actually get up here, man?
Pretty dang awesome.
Oh, yeah. Who do you want to thank, Makai?
My mom, dad, my trainer, Jay, 518, Lynx Motors, Dunlap, DBK, Maxima, Skazi MX, 67, 100%, Pro Taper, and T-Rex, and everyone else, thank you.
All right, let's hear it for our gold medalist, Makai Ulrich. Hold that up. Great job. All right, we'll let Makai cool off. I'm looking for our 2nd place finisher. 2nd place went to Rue, we found out. He's bringing him on up, thank you. Here he comes. We'll also have to wrangle our whole shot winner who had the whole shot and then went down hard, but was able to finish the Moto. 2nd place, DeAndre Rue. Give me that first name so we don't butcher it the rest of the week. DeAndre Rue. How'd your Moto go?
It was pretty good. I pulled like a 38th chip.
and I had a horrible jump, but I just squeezed on the inside, and then it came out like second.
You had to be in shock to be able to do that. You passed like 30 guys.
Yeah.
How'd the rest of the moto go?
It was pretty good. The track was pretty good. It's pretty rough already, so.
All right, you got more in store for the rest of the week?
Yeah.
Who do you want to thank, Dondre?
Mom, Dad, Game Moto, FXR, Scott, ODI, Pirelli, and that's it.
All right, let's hear it for Dondre Roux, runner-up in 125C. I'll take our third place finisher, and looks like our whole shot winner just pulled it right in. I got to give him credit. Let's bring him on up when we get a chance, and way to persevere. And I'll take our third place finisher as well. Well, this one didn't last long, but he still gets our Stasic Whole Shot Award, $100. Let's hear it for Kenyon Ortiz. Bro, you worked hard. Your bike's mangled. I think you're pretty banged up. What happened after that whole shot?
You know, I just had the whole shot. I got a little over too excited, and the bike just washed out, and nothing we could do with the racing incident, so yeah.
Okay, you'll be back?
Yeah, for sure.
Who do you want to thank, Kenyon?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, Lord Jesus Christ, for keeping me safe, Honda, Kawasaki, KTM, Modesto, Factory Connections, Mach 1, 7, Paul Bar, Echelon family, so many Hassiger engines, and everybody that's helped me out. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it for Kenyon taking our Stasic Whole Shot Award. And I still got to get our bronze medalist on up. And we do a little track maintenance. All right, and this is a good solid run to get, we'll bring in the front so we can see all your logos. Let's hear it for Gannon Lawson taking third. How'd you pull that one off? Take me through it.
Got off to a good start with my Dunlop tires, and then tried just rode consistent and stay with everyone and try and work the best that I could.
Have you ever ridden a track quite like this before?
No, not quite like this. Definitely way rougher than all other tracks I've rode.
Still, you got to be proud then, right?
Yes, sir, I do. I'm proud of myself.
Who do you want to thank, Gannon?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my grandma, my trainer, Taylor Painter, Tapped House, Sean Hackley, Format Moto, Elite Motorsports, AAO Suspension for making my bike work the best it can, Dunlop Tires, Fly Racing, FMF, Aturbis, and everybody else I forgot. Thank you so much.
All right, third place, Gannon Lawson, everybody. Good job. All right, that's it for 125C. Like I said, we got a little track maintenance, and we'll bring the small bikes on up next.